Alright, welcome back to our second episode where we'll be building a new settlement at Finch Farm. We're carrying pretty much straight on for the last episode, although I have moved the game on a few days just to see if we could get some nicer weather. But they're obviously having a Mancunian summer at the moment, so I think we're just going to have to persevere. I'll stick the light on, see whatever difference that makes. And yeah, let's get up to the top. And in this episode, really, it's just going to be trying to secure our sort of main stairwell so that none of our settlers and me are going to be falling off. We don't want that. So we're just going to put some railings around the top and around the stairwell. So let's bring our menus up. So in the new concrete section, we've got a number of different railings. This large one, it doesn't actually snap to the sides of the floors, it snaps onto the top of the concrete walls. So this isn't going to be any good for us. We've got a nice curved piece which we're going to be using quite a bit in this build, and a couple of other pieces. It's the very end one that snaps. So I'm going to put these around the side. I'm just going to time lapse this because it's pretty mundane. So yeah. Okay, that was fun. Right, let's do the corners. So with these curved railing pieces, they don't snap either, so you've just got to sort of eye it a little bit. It's not too difficult, you've just got to be sort of standing it at the right angle, but there we go, that'll do. So we'll just do the four corners up here, and then we're pretty much done. We can start moving on to the stairwell. Let's march over to the other side. One thing I do like about building up top is that you do get some really nice views of the surrounding landscape. Sometimes you also get the opportunity to see things that you might not have discovered in a game. I don't even know what that is over there, some sort of sunken ship or something. So I've actually been playing this since it came out. I think I've clocked it about 3 times so far. So and there are still places in the game that I haven't been to yet. But each time I've played it, I've always tried to sort of go to areas I haven't been and do something different. It's such an immense game, so definitely kudos to Bethesda. This and Skyrim, got to be contenders for my favourite games ever. Okay, so anyway, enough waffle. On the front edge of our stairwell, I think we're going to use some of those curved pieces just to make it a bit of a nicer design, so it's not so flat and rectangular. We'll wang a couple of these pieces on each corner, and then we'll just put some of these square pieces in and just bang some railings in. Get our trusty curved piece out. Again, you can spend ages trying to get these lined up, but I think as long as they're not sort of floating off the edge, it sort of will allow that to happen if you look at the right hand side there. So you just want it to sort of sit on top. These railings do sort of attach to the side, so it's really just personal preference, I suppose, how anal you want to be about it. But let's start moving down. And we'll do the other side. And I think we're going to sort of mirror this curved edge on the front and back of these stairwells as well. We're going to do it slightly differently though. So we'll start with, again, with the quarter pieces. These to snap on. And then we're going to put just one square piece either side. Because what we want to do is add these railings, but we want to sort of add them, a couple at least, into the centre, like so. And you can't do that if you've already added the small squares on, they won't snap. But if you put them on first, and if you've got like a square piece to the side, it sort of will snap on, so you can get that that look where the railings are sort of in the centre, and they're all perfectly lined up. So let's do the same on this side. Get these in. And the reason I've done that is basically because we want to put some turrets up, as we mentioned in the last episode. We'll just finish off the railings first. And then we'll get our curved pieces in. Trying to do it fairly accurately, but I'm also sort of concerned about time as well, so we'll just get them in. Looking pretty good. Turrets. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely going to need some defense. I'm thinking missile turrets, why not? Let's put these in. We're quite high up, so the missiles are pretty good when they're a bit further up on a settlement. I don't know why I think that's the case, I just do. So let's throw them in. I also like to get them as close to the edge as possible. I don't want those missiles sort of clipping my handiwork and sort of blowing things up at the top here. So okay, lovely jubbly, they're in. So yeah, these railings are just going to stop any settlers that are coming in from accidentally falling off these gaps here, but obviously it also gives us access, do any work or repair these if necessary. So yeah, good. Okay, and we're just going to do pretty much the same thing on the next level going down. So let's get that done. Now I've actually done this. Built this like a rough idea of what I want. So I've sort of got the staircase. I got those anchor points in place. I got sort of the staircase done. But other than that, I'm going to sort of wing it. And I've actually built these staircases about 3 times now. It's the first time I did it, my computer had just installed Windows 10 without me asking it to. And so yeah, I did this not realising that my sort of video capture had changed its audio settings. So I had loads of nice video and no sound, which was annoying. And then the second time I did it, I uploaded my first video and left the radio on and got a load of copyright infringement issues from YouTube. So I thought, right, okay, better do it right. So yeah, this is the third time of building this blooming staircase, but the only benefit being a bit of a pro at it now, so we're going to try and do it nice and speedy. Right, what we're doing now, yes, we want to do this railing trick again. And then we'll get the last bits of floor in. And yeah, finish up with our curved pieces. So I think with the turrets on this level, we're going to move to heavy laser. I do quite like the heavy laser. It gives a nice futuristic look when any raiders attack. So missiles are good for boosting your stats. You get quite a lot of collateral damage with those though. So I think we'll stick with the heavy lasers. Let's throw some of these in. Again, trying to get as close to the edge as possible. As regards to sort of wiring them all up, we'll get to that. I think it's probably better to finish off the sort of main bits of the staircase first of all, and then we'll work on lighting and electrics and things like that as we move forward. But yeah, my prime concern really is just to make sure that there are no accidents falling off. So let's get all these in. We're getting nice and close to the bottom now, so we're getting there. As regards to the materials you're going to use, if you're sort of doing a concrete heavy build like this, well, concrete and steel. The good thing that Bethesda included though when they brought out the DLC was giving, I think, pretty much all merchants the opportunity to sell concrete. Most of them have like an extra 100 or 200 now in their inventory, so you should be able to pick that up anywhere really. Yeah, gone are the days of sleeping for 2 days at Abernathy Farm, waiting for Connie to sort you out for concrete. And, oh God, Mo, so annoying. Diamond City. You want a swatter? No, I just want wood. Sort me out. But yeah, I think Diamond City is probably the best place to buy stuff. That birdie's got an issue with since she sells like either 100 or 400 steel, like Percy, the nighttime robot. So you can get a lot of steel there, and there's loads of people there selling concrete as well. So that's always a good place to get your stuff from. I've been a little bit cheeky with using the PC, and I've just used the console commands to give me a load of stuff just to save time, so I'm not constantly getting a third of the way through the build and having to wait for ages to try and restock on goods. But hey ho. Okay, I think we're done with our railings now. I've left it off this back wall because we're going to be doing the concrete structure next. So we want to build a concrete wall all the way around. So I think let's just start it off. Yeah, these are the pieces I was saying that can be quite difficult to snap to. So we can get this underneath. But yeah, because it's like multiple snap points, you can snap them sort of all the way along. So it can be a little bit annoying to get them to go in the exact place you want them to. So apologies in advance for that if I'm constantly fannying around trying to get them to snap. Come on. There we go. Another good thing about these concrete walls is they've given you sort of a number of different options. So we've got this half piece, we've also got a sort of single line. These are sort of pretty essential when you're building on bases. We'll get to that when we start putting rooms in up the top, but it just helps to sort of space things out correctly. So yeah, they've definitely done a good job. They've obviously seen the sort of issues that people have been having trying to use the wood to do that. Another thing that used to annoy me with the wood was the front doors. You know, you couldn't have them on a flat base because they had a funny lip on them, and attaching stairs and things to them was always a little bit difficult. You had to sort of improvise, so that was a little bit annoying. Most of those problems have been sorted out with this new DLC. Okay, so we've got a little bit of an issue here. The concrete sort of come off away from the floor, and one problem with these concrete blocks is that you can't sink them too far down, so we may be able to get this piece under. Yeah, there we go, it's just clicked into place. Where we can get. Yeah, you see, it will sort of go to that level, but possibly not this sort of this side here. So I think we'll just leave it for now. It's only a small gap. We might be able to put something in its way, but we shall see. Okay, so we've got our back wall. Let's get out here and see how it's looking.
Thanks for your help, pal.
Very good. Yeah, I sort of wanted to get that that look where we've got like a sort of floating platform, but it's still sort of connected to the top of the concrete bases at the top. There's a concrete wall at the back, so it does have some sort of structural integrity, but still has this nice floating effect. We've also got our turrets there. So yeah, coming along. I think, yeah, we'll leave it there, and then on the next episode we'll build our concrete wall. I'll see you in a bit.